Well, Gilbert, we haven't seen you back here since I believe your fight against Khamzat. So how's life been since that fight? Many people consider one of the best fights of the year so far.
Being hard, trying to get a fight, just fix a lot of the mistakes that I think I did on that fight. Just trying to improve and get better. And then I was trying to get a fight. I remember I took a little time off, and by September I was already asking for a fight. They said I would fight in November and then December and then finally in Rio. So it was a good time, to get better, to improve a lot of things. And but yeah, finally here. But it took a little time off and put a lot of work in.
Were there any names specifically they were offering you or asking besides? We've all heard the Jorge thing, but were there other names they came and approached you with?
No, but George was the number one. Whenever I talk about George, UFC liked the idea and they took the idea. They said, "Oh, we want to do the George fight." I kind of like, "Are you sure he want it? If you don't, give me another guy." And the other guy that I asked for was Joffrey when he called me out. That's the one that I wanted. But then real quick he got a fight scheduled with Shavkat. And yeah, there was no other name. There was mostly Jorge Masvidal. And then after that, whenever multiple occasions the fight wasn't in the table no more, they asked for Bilal Muhammad, but I think he just got back from Abu Dhabi, and the other name was Neil Magny.
So what do you make of Neil as an opponent? He obviously holds a lot of records in the division. So what do you make of him as an opponent?
He's tough. He's durable, experienced, fought a lot of guys. Just broke the record. If I'm not wrong, 20 wins right on the welterweight division. I think a lot of people underestimate him. I think he's tough. I'm taking him very seriously. And but I'm looking for a finish. Especially in Brazil, especially coming out of that fight with Khamzat, especially working hard to get another title shot. I need a finish. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Was it important for you to get on the Rio card when they announced it?
Whenever, to be honest, my plan was to fight in MSG. Whenever that passed on, I want to fight this year, because I just had one fight in April. Whenever I see it wasn't happening in December, I say, shit, next one. Because they say they want to put me on pay-per-view. Whenever December was out of the occasion, say, okay, I'm fighting Rio. I don't care. Then he kind of happened to be in Rio.
Do you believe Jorge when he said he was never offered you?
He was lying for sure. Or Hunter in the UFC were lying. Like, I don't believe they were, but they offered me George. You want to fight George? That was the question. You want to fight Jorge Masvidal MSG? You guys know what I'm saying. I say for sure. And then after that, they say, oh, he's not ready. We can make that in December 10th. I say, yes. And after that, oh, George told us he's going to fight you in Brazil. And I said, no, he didn't say it. Oh, he said that. And I said, okay, shit. And then after a little bit, all fights out of the table. We're going to fight another guy who fighting in Brazil. And a couple guys declined it. So Neil Magny it is.
Were you surprised how hard it's been to get the Jorge fight? This is a guy who says he wants to fight everyone, and then you've been calling him out, and then he says he'd rather do it in London. Are you surprised?
I was, because he said my name multiple times in a couple occasions, different interviews, and then he said he was going to do one more fight this year. And then I was kind of, okay, it's happening. But then, shit, it takes so much. It took so long, and the way I see, he was kind of cooking me, going, oh, yeah, no, later, oh, next pay-per-view, oh, next fight, oh, next month. And then I was kind of waiting for the fight, but I guess it's a very hard fight for him. He's coming from 3 losses. To fight me is risk. It's a good reward if he beats me. It's going to be a good reward, but it's a big risk, I think.
Is there any chance you could win in Brazil and then turn around and fight him in London like he's saying, or is that going to be too soon?
For sure, I'm not going to be chasing George, but I'm going to chase another fight real quick, So not passing over Neil Magny, I cannot make that mistake again. I cannot pass to a guy. I got to freaking destroy this guy in Rio and looking for another fight. That's the goal, to get 3 finishes, 3 wins, and earn another title shot. That's my goal, And I want to be a busy 2023 because it was shitty. Only one fight in 2022, so I'm looking for a busy year.
Hey, Gilbert right here. Obviously, that fight with Khamzat was very big. There were a lot of good fights this year. The award did go to Glover Teixeira and Jiri, but when I asked Glover, he said one of his favorite fights was you versus Khamzat. What's it like to have that kind of respect from your countrymen and another fighter who was in another big battle this year?
Yeah, it's good. That was a good fight, but sure, it's still lost. You know, it's cool. You know, for sure, I love Glover. I respect Glover. I love his fight too. That was a crazy fight. I think he deserved. But yeah, it was cool. But I lost. You know, shit. It was cool, but still losing the fight. So I'm not too proud. It was a great fight, yes, but I lost.
Understood. There is maybe some talk, some people not sure if they'll be able to get a deal done for Khamzat versus Colby. If so, do you feel like someone else might get that fight against Khamzat, and who do you think it would be?
Yeah, I think that fight's not happening. I don't know. I think it will be on me or Bilal. I think it will one of us. I don't think Colby's fight. It don't look like it. You know, that thing with George is going to a different direction. I just think that fight Khamzat and Colby's not happening. So that's why I want to I want to beat Neil Magny in Brazil, and we'll see. We'll see what's next.
Is that part of a big motivation, knowing, hey, right now there is a new champion, there is a shakeup in the division with Leon Edwards at the top, and you might have a quicker road back to the belt right now?
Maybe, it's not a motivation for me because I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I just believe I gotta do my job right now. I gotta beat the shit on Neil Magny in Brazil. I gotta get another fight. I gotta beat the shit on this next guy. If it's Khamzat or Colby is not available, I'll beat another guy and I'm gonna earn the title shot. That's my goal. Three great finishes to get another title shot. Doesn't matter who.
Thank you.
Yeah. So just want to get a prediction from you for Usman and Leon Edwards.
Ooh, that's a 50-50 fight. I think, to be honest, I look at the fight for an angle that I don't think a lot of people saw it. That fight was in Salt Lake City with the altitude. Kamaru trains in Denver on the altitude. Leon is not an altitude where Leon trains in London. And Leon did very good in the first round. I was impressive with the takedown, mount, taking the back. But I think he faded a little bit second, third round. Now going to the second fight, there's no altitude in London. That's freaking Leon's house, Shit. I think it's a 50-50 fight. I think it's going to be super, super close. If I got to give the advantage, it's going to be a little bit from Leon because no altitude on this time. Great camp, at home. He even said that he didn't feel good, and he did what he did, the way he did. I think it's going to be a 50-50, maybe a little bit more to Leon Edwards, I think. He's in a good momentum right now. He's young. He's hungry. Shit, yeah, I'm going to keep my eyes on this fight.
And Gilbert, just a quick one for me. Thanks for taking time. When you fight for the title, you're winning, people recognize you, they notice you. But sometimes off of losses, people get that just as much notoriety. How more popular were you off of that Khamzat fight and people giving you props that it was a war and you just were a household name even further?
Yeah, I think after that fight, the popularity got a little up. I'm not going to lie, it did, But Khamzat said that was because of him. But I think it was because that freaking right hand right here, my heart, my cojones, and everything that I put on that fight. I don't think it was because of him, but I think it was because of me taking the fight that I shouldn't take, the risks that I shouldn't take. I did, and I put everything on the line, and he thought it was going to be an easy night. It was a freaking hard night, and then I think that's why people recognize after that fight, like, I didn't have to take the fight. I took anyways, and I put everything on that fight.
Thank you, sir, and good luck in Brazil.
Thank you.